it will be no tricks, just tales, especially with this special edition of Ask the Author. Actually, we have two joining us right now. We have John and Gail. Welcome into Studio 10.
Hey,
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we're kind of in for literally a treat later, but we got to talk about the tricks and the tales first, because you are the minds behind Michigan Haunts, Public Places, and Eerie Spaces. Ooh. So are you guys fans of haunted places? What made you guys want to write this?
Well, I think we find them interesting, but as Gail will tell you, we're not ghost hunters.
No, we're not ghost hunters. The only equipment I have is a Cuisinart, and I don't think you're going to be able to find ghosts. So that you can make pesto, though,
Which is helpful.
I think the difference in this book is that these are public places, and that was what we set out to do, is to present places that anybody can go and visit that have haunted stories associated with them. So it's kind of a travel book.
It's a sort of a sneaky travel book because it's got an index, and let's say you're in Jackson, which is nearby. Why don't you go to the Michigan Theater? It's considered very haunted. So we let people investigate for themselves whether there's a story or not, because, you know, a lot of those haunted house books, you can't go in those places. You can go in all these, except for one, you can go in all these places and find out for yourself.
Oh, I like that. And that makes it just more accessible to the spookiness. So as you were writing, I mean, obviously you feature more than 150 public spaces in this book, which is absolutely incredible. But was there anything surprising that came about when you were doing the research?
I had a strange experience at the Jackson Antique Mall. And we found a lot of places interesting that just happened to be haunted.
And also the Whitney really surprises, because the Whitney is one of the 27 most haunted places in America. So it has a huge distinction. It's a place with great food.
Great food.
It's a beautiful old building in downtown Detroit. And the story is that this man built this lumber baron, David Whitney, built this grand palace for his wife, who really wanted a great place. She died before she could move in, and she haunts the place. Her name's Flora. They even have a ghost bar named after her. It's a fun place, a great place.
I love it too. It's a one really kind of stop shop where if you are interested, you can kind of maybe, if you are going to Detroit, maybe add this to your list. Or if you're going to Jackson, add this to your list, or make a weekend of it and kind of go to different spots.
And what's surprising is there's so many places like theaters and lighthouses, all kinds of places with these great legends, but you learn a lot about Michigan by going there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it includes the history too, you know, and so, and the great thing that Gail will tell you is we never have to fact check which ghosts are really in there. You know.
Ooh, I'm glad that part is out of your job description.
No ghosts have come after us for mentioning them. That's good too.
That's good. Knock on wood. But obviously you talked a lot about, you were learning a lot about Michigan. You have the history. So walk us through what your approach is to research and writing.
Well, it depends on the subject and the book, of course. In the case of the haunted book, we had access to a lot of information about places that were supposedly haunted, but when it came to the food book, it was a little different.
Well, on that note, you brought up your latest book. It's Classic Michigan Food and Drinks. 2 years in the making.
Yes.
Talk about research going into this book. And this takes us behind some of our favorite brands that we know and love about Michigan. You know, what were you able to do in those 2 years to really create something like this?
Well, one of the things we did was we ate 28 different kinds of fudge. And that's a lot of different, it's a lot of fudge, folks. Our cardiologists were not happy. But you know, this was a wonderful journey. 2 years, we ate our way through Michigan and talked to some wonderful family, multi-generational family businesses, and we also got to go and see how food was made. We went to the Better Made factory and watched them making potato chips, and we watched how American Spoon made jam. So it's fascinating to see how these things are done.
And so many of these companies, oh, they run a gamut. You know, as Gail says, they're family-owned small businesses, right up to what we call game changers like Kellogg and Post and Gerber. But these are game changers. They change the way the world eats.
Food companies used to give tours, which sort of interested you in their products. They don't really do that anymore. There's no companies, except for the Gilbert Chocolate Company in Jackson, which we highly recommend. They still give tours.
I mean, between both books, how much has that grown your appreciation for the state of Michigan and really shown how unique our state is?
Well, I think we learn more and more every time we do one of these projects, and we have a lot of fun doing them.
And we learn from the people that come to our shows and tell us about their food memories too. And it's just fun to discover products that we didn't even know about and highlight them in the book. We have so much to be proud of.
Well, thank you so much for both discussing the haunts, but also our food. And of course, you can get these books wherever books are sold, but to find more information, and also too where you can find an upcoming talk, that is right on the bottom of your screen. But thank you guys so much.
gosh, thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Halloween and happy eating.
There you go. I like that.